so let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are here with Shannon, the owner of and producer of Glow Christmas Festival. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. I'm really good. Thank you. Super excited to be here. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Of course. You can start just by telling us a bit about you.
Sure. So I'm the owner of Christmas Glow in Edmonton, and I've been working for Glow for 8 years, and then we actually purchased it 6 years ago in 2020, and it's just been such an incredible experience. We eat, live, and breathe Glow, not only at Christmas time, but it does take a year to plan to make sure that everything is as I visioned it right from the beginning in January when we start planning till now when it's all set up.
Oh, I can totally see that with the amount of detail that we've even walked past just from entering. I imagine it's much like Santa Claus, who does his job on Christmas Day and then the rest of the year is prepping for the rest.
Exactly. Yeah, I guess that's a good comparison.
What initially led you to wanting to work and be involved with Glow?
I actually came from B2B. So when this Glow came to Edmonton, they approached me to be their event manager.
Oh, wow.
And when I started, thank goodness for social media, I really invested in looking up what the original Glow Langley was all about, and I absolutely loved it, so I was very intrigued. So I flew out to Langley and got to meet the team there, and just fell in love with the lights and how beautiful it was, and how much the company, how much they had invested in the company. So when we had the opportunity to purchase it, it was a no-brainer for me. And I love Christmas. I mean, my house is always like so decorated and stuff like that. So now I have 100,000 square feet to decorate instead.
Yeah, decorating on the big scale.
Yes, on the big scale.
That's so exciting. And so stepping from being the event manager to the owner, what was that transition like?
Well, it was interesting because unfortunately in 2020, we purchased it in May, and then the COVID pandemic hit. So that put a huge strain on the business, obviously, because we actually set up the show and we were all ready to go. And then when we were watching the numbers rise, we decided not to open for the safety of, our guest and our staff as well. So it's been an interesting, the first year was, sitting at home and kind of being a little sad that we didn't get to bring the show to Edmonton. And then 2021, we officially opened as us being myself and my family being the owners. So the one exciting thing that we did add was we went out and to a Christmas show that they have in the US, and we purchased some interactive displays that we could add to the show.
Wow.
And so that was fun, kind of being able to make those decisions as opposed, Glow saying, here's the lights, here's this, here's that. Now we had more control of what we wanted to add to the show, which we do add every single year. It grows.
So from year to year, the entire show changes. People could come one year and then it's completely different the next. What is the inspiration and how do you create a new show every year?
Well, yes, you're right. We do have a completely new theme every year, and which is exciting to me because I never get bored. You know what I mean? Like I get to work with that. So one of the things that we do is we work with Glow Langley, and they tell us what the theme is. They show us what the displays are going to be, and then we kind of start mapping the show with our existing stuff we do bring back every year. For example, the children's play area, which I'm sure you'll see in a little while. It's quite massive. Our inflatable snowball fight and stuff like that. We bring those back every year, but the theme, the lights are new. So one of the things I love doing is once I receive that information is planning out the mapping and how the show's going to look. And that is one of my favorite things. But no matter how much you put it on paper, when it comes to life, when we're building it and it all comes to life, that's when I really get pumped up and excited.
Yeah, all that puzzle piece kind of planning on paper and then seeing it actually to its full glory and extent in person, I imagine would be just so exciting and get you even more pumped for the season to start.
Yeah, exactly. And it's one of those things like, we have a full team that helps us. We have a lady that puts all the drawings that I make into CAD and stuff like that. And then when we're setting up, my team knows I change a lot of stuff on the fly because I'm like, even though it looks great on paper, once we start laying out the show and putting in the decor and the gardens and stuff like that, I do tend to make a lot of last minute changes.
Which is good. You got to keep it interesting. Got to keep them on their toes.
Exactly. It's my creative mind.
Yes. Kids play areas, the inflatable snowball fight, a couple things that stay consistent from year to year. So you could almost say that people can come and always be met with the same quality and great content that they would want to expect, but have that different twist of the theme, the lights, the options of things, to take pictures with, to interact with. Is that correct?
That's correct. I mean, most people, the lights are what most people want to see, and because they're so majestic, they're so massive, they're so beautiful. And if you like taking pictures, you're going to love to come to Glow because it's all about taking photos. And with social media now, everybody loves taking the great Instagram shot, right?
Oh, yeah. It's the perfect place, in my opinion, for a family holiday photo or just family photos, get your friends to come or your partner. I feel like sometimes you don't have nice places to take photos or no reason to take nice photos. So this is definitely a great excuse to have fun and take photos.
Yeah, and the best part is we're all indoors. And during December, it can get kind of cold. So the good thing is you don't have to have your big coats and toques and mitts on during the photos. You know what I mean? You can look good.
You can look good and still be warm in the nice heated building with all the lights.
Exactly.
My favorite way to spend the winter, inside.
Yes, mine too. I'm not a fan of cold.
Me as well. There's fun here for the whole family. Can you speak a bit about the age range that you're able to cater towards here at Glow?
Yeah, actually, we can cater to all ages. So we are a family show, but we do get a lot of people come in that are here for date night or out with the girls, stuff like that. We actually even have an adult-only night at Glow. So we get a lot of people that come to that day because there aren't the kids running around. But we are licensed too. So and we've got the market where people can shop in and stuff like that. So there's actually something to do here for all ages.
And a market you mentioned too. If someone was coming to Glow, what would you recommend be for them to bring in order to have the best experience, as well as the length of time they could anticipate being here for?
Yeah, so when you come, you get a ticket entry time, which is an hour. However, you're welcome to stay all day. So we'll have some families that I'll notice coming in when the doors are opening, and about 5 hours later, I'll see that they're still here because there's lots to do, not only walking through all the lights and spending some time enjoying the lights, as well as our scavenger hunt that we do for people. You can do shopping. We've got 45 vendors usually.
Wow.
So there's a lot of shopping you can do. And then we have our food trucks. So you can stay and have dinner and drinks. And then there's also the stage shows that run every hour. So you can stay here all day and find something to do.
That's so exciting. Such a wide variety of entertainment available here at Glow, as well as just the beautiful lights. You mentioned there being a lot. How many lights would you say are here at Glow?
Yeah, we used to be 1 million, but we've added so many more lights. We've, added about 50% to the show. So we're around 1.5 million lights now.
Wow, 1.5 million lights. And what is the setup like for all of this? You probably have a huge team behind you, as well as you working a lot of hours, I'd assume, in order to make this whole thing possible.
Yes, my husband and I, we do work a lot of hours, especially he works a lot during setup because that's kind of that's what he does. But we've got a team of 40 people during the setup process, and it takes about 11 days.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh my
long
goodness.
hours.
Yeah, long hours, but it's so worth it. And the community and everyone really appreciates it. It's a lovely treat to have available to us here in Edmonton.
Yeah.
And speaking of that community, why do you think it's important to have an event like this in Edmonton?
Well, one of the things is when we purchased Glow, one of the things I loved about me being the owner now is I can do more things with our community. So because I'm born and raised in Edmonton and we're locally owned and operated, I wanted to be able to give back to our community. So we have actually invested in a few things that working with charity organizations, local charity organizations like Dogs with Wings, Ronald McDonald House, Salvation Army, Christmas Bureau, just to name a few. So we do a charity coat check. So they volunteer at the coat check and they get 100% of the money raised. And I mean, last Saturday, the charity raised over $3,000 hanging coats.
Wow.
So that was incredible. We've raised over $150,000 so far at our charity coat check. And then we also give back to the community. We've partnered with Edmonton Autism to do a morning at Glow called Glow Without Limits. So we work with, like I said, Edmonton Autism. So they invite their members to come out. And we work with a few groups that deal with disabled people. And those people get in for free to Glow. And we have so many volunteers. For example, the Edmonton Firefighters Association. We also have Edmonton Elks came this year. They come every year. We have paramedics that come, as well as a lot of people that show up in mascots and stuff like that. So that day has become extremely popular here at Glow, and we sell very limited amount of tickets to families that want to come too, because we don't want it crowded. And it's a little bit quieter in here as well. So it's great seeing everybody having so much fun at that day. That's my favorite day at Glow.
What would you say is your favorite part of Glow?
Wow, that's a really good question. My very favorite part is when I open the doors and I see people come in and that excitement on their face, especially with the littles, they get so excited and they run around and just seeing their faces and how much they enjoy the show, because I've invested so much in it. When I see people enjoying my work and how happy they are, and that's what I really love. And I also spend time walking around on the floor every night and just approaching people and asking if they're enjoying themselves, and it gets people in the Christmas spirit too. But I think that's what I love the most, is just talking to people and seeing the joy on their faces.
And how does it feel knowing that you have such a positive impact on the community, having like such a great holiday season? Like, because as you said, this really gets people in the merry holiday spirit. Like, I'm here and now I'm like, you know what? I've forgotten about how miserable it is outside.
It
and
is.
I'm like, wow,
yeah.
I'm so excited for the holidays.
Yeah. I didn't really think about that as much as until probably this year, where if I'm talking to somebody or whatever in the public and we start having a conversation and they mention Glow to me, or I tell them, well, I've got to get to Glow or whatever, and they're like, oh, we love that show, and they have no idea that I'm involved or I'm the owner. So I think that's kind of cool when I have that experience. So I know that people in Edmonton are enjoying it and loving the show, because I get that reaction a lot of the times.
Totally. Oh, yeah. Do you have a dream, display for Glow?
Yeah, every year we try to add something new. So we are talking about adding something next year. We don't know yet. We're working it out with another company to build this display for us. So I don't want to say what it is just in case it doesn't happen. But every year we go to there's a Christmas show in, I believe it's in St. Louis. There's another one in Germany where it's for people like us that run Halloween and Christmas events. So that's where we go and we do our buying and our biggest thing is interactive, because that's what people want. We've talked to so many people, we do surveys, they want interactive. So that's one thing we focus on when we do our buying for the following year. So everything, we don't buy anything ever that's just a stagnant light display. It's always got to be something where people can interact with it. And so, yeah, we've got a few surprises up our sleeve coming up. Hopefully, well, we know the one next year, and then we've got some other stuff we're talking about the year after, because people want more. They always want more, right? And we get it. So do I.
That is so cool. I didn't know there were shows specifically for those Christmas and Halloween events, which is really fun and very exciting.
They're very expensive. Because usually when we go, I mean, people have no idea the cost of these displays, and they've gotten so much more expensive, especially since the pandemic. Everything has gone up in price. So have all these displays, like drastically, some of them.
If you could take Glow anywhere in the world, where would you want to take it?
Nowhere. I love it here. Honestly, being raised here in Edmonton, I just love doing it here, and it's convenient for me because I can just drive to work every day and it's here, right? I can stay late and it's here. Yeah. So I don't know. I just love it here.
And with that, if someone didn't know about Glow or whatever the case may be, what is something that you wish people knew about Glow?
Well, I think that, our times have changed quite a bit in our world, and Glow has stayed the same when it comes to what we give back to people when they come in and they get to see the lights and get into the Christmas spirit and have fun with their families. So I think that's really important because, a lot of people don't get to see their families at Christmas time because they might live in another, like me and my daughter, right? My daughter lives in Los Angeles and I don't get to see her every Christmas. But I think celebrating the season, and that's basically what we do this for.
And then last question, it doesn't have to be specific to Glow or anything we've discussed, but what would you say is the best piece of advice you've received throughout your life?
Oh, wow. Well, I would have to give credit to my family because my family are entrepreneurs, and all of them, even my kids are entrepreneurs as well. Like, we all own our own businesses. And thankfully, because of that, I was raised to work hard, don't give up, stay strong, stay positive, and I've really have done that my whole life. So thankfully, with Glow, it's kind of the biggest project I've ever had in my life, but and it's my favorite one as well. But that's the biggest advice I've had from my family, and they've been so supportive also. And you need that support. Going into being an entrepreneur, you can't do it on your own. You need to have the support of your family, and it's great to have mentors. I was lucky because my family are my mentors, and I've had other mentors too as well. I have to give credit for Lawrence, the owner of Glow in Langley. He's just been an incredible mentor to me, and we get along really well, and having that support is really important.
It's amazing.
I've never been asked that.
There's a first
These are off the cuff.
You are
Great
amazing.
questions.
Thank you. This is such an amazing event, and I know the community really appreciates it, myself included. So thank you very much for taking the time to have us in and to chat with us.
Yeah, I really appreciate you both being here, and please enjoy what you see today, and hopefully that'll get you in a little Christmas spirit too.
Yes, yeah, thank you. We will.
Yeah, thank you.
With me as I get a stamp from my scavenger hunt. Do you want to do the honors?
I do. Oh. Wow. This is actually very fun. And it is putting me in the holly jolly spirit, if I'm being honest with you, so. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that. Little gnomes. Oh, that is so cute. Like, why am I like, I mean, I knew this was a very cool place, but I feel like people just post like the tunnel and that's it. Like, I've never seen any of this stuff. Oh my gosh, look how cute this little guy is.
With my fist ball.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, look at that. We have another stamp. So, if we're doing this correctly, we need to go back to the mushroom page,
Oh, look at you.
which is right here. This is my favorite part too. This is so fun. Ready?
Judging.
Me flying. Look at that butterfly. That one's kind of giving moth a little bit. But everyone's beautiful. Look at that flower.
There's like a glow game that you can put pegs in. That's so cool.
Oh my gosh, is it like Tetris?
I think
Not
so.
Tetris.
Or that game that
Like,
you get
right.
like 4 in a row. Yeah, that.
Oh. Oh. Do you want to stamp it?
You go ahead.
Okay, you're gonna stamp the last one then.
Well, my name is Belle. I'm the daughter of an inventor, 19 years old, from a small town in France, and I'm currently married to my Prince the Beast, and we live in a beautiful castle with many friends and family.
And my name is Tiana. I'm also 19 years old, and I am currently princess with my husband, Prince Naveen, and I am also the owner of the restaurant Tiana's Place in New Orleans.
What part are you most excited?
Oh my goodness, what am I not excited for?
I know, we're just absolutely thrilled
It's
to
so
be
amazing.
here.
I mean, have you seen the lights? They are just
that's
gorgeous.
right. The displays have so much effort put into them. They're just so extraordinary to look at, and there's such great photo opportunities.
Of course, there's so many people that are working so hard, and vendors you can buy from.
That's right.
Including food and other little Christmas gifts. It's just, it's really amazing. And we get to perform for everyone as well.
We do as well. A lot of our friends are here as well, other princesses, and we get to put on regular shows with elves and other performers from the city of Edmonton.
And it's just, it's so amazing to be here and to see everyone. And they even have a train that you can ride here. It reminds me just like New Orleans.
That's right.
And then the last question is, what is the best piece of advice you've received throughout your life?
Ooh. Well, my daddy always told me that fairy tales do come true, but you have to work hard and believe in them. And I was able to do that. And now I'm married to the love of my life, and I have my own restaurant, and I get to serve my gumbo and beignets every day, and I get to spend time with all my friends. It's really beautiful.
Oh, that's such a lovely piece of advice. I think the best piece of advice I've ever received was to not judge people based off their looks and to always share kindness to everyone you can, because you really never know what anyone's going through, and you know, that's the best way to live life, is to just be as kind as possible.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I'm Mrs. Claus, and I'm with that. Oh, Santa's coming. Santa's coming. I'm with Santa. I have to take care of him. You know, he's, but he loves cookies, so I'm making all kinds of cookies, and the kids are helping me. It's just so nice to be here and see all the kids are so cute. Some little babies are just even 4 months old. And some of them, one had a most wonderful conversation with Santa, a 4-month-old baby. Get ready. And the little kids are so excited. And the reindeer, oh, they're excited. Oh yeah, can hardly keep them calm. We have to. Santa has to run out every 3 hours and feed them because they're bulking up. Carbo loading for the big day. Anyway.
And Mrs. Claus, we'll just ask you one more question. What would you say is the best piece of advice you've received throughout your life?
Best piece of my life. Enjoy and love. Enjoy and love life and love everybody. Really.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, hello. My name is Santa, and I love cookies, and I love to see kids come and tell me what they want for Christmas.
And hi, my name is Lena Bell. I am Santa's little elf helper, and I love making presents for the kids and making sure they have a good day.
And then the last question, what would you say is the best piece of advice you've received throughout your life?
Don't step on the elves. They have way too much work to do.
That's some good advice. Be sure to listen to that. For me, it's probably from Santa, and it's just to always be positive, to always be joyful, and yeah, just always being happy.
Hi everyone, we just finished up at Glow and
So much fun.
wow.
Go with your kids, go with your families, go with your partner, go by yourself.
Go with your friends. Like literally go with anyone. It is so fun. I've never been. Bridget has a while ago.
Hot minute ago.
It's so fun. It's literally like, who doesn't love pretty lights and like fun music and just like a good atmosphere? And I feel like especially as you get older, you kind of can lose a little bit of that Christmas joy. Well, come and pick it up at Glow. Like what? So
They should use that as their marketing. Wow, that was so good. Come pick
Glow, call
up your
me.
Christmas and holiday joy at Glow, because beautiful lights, yummy food, princesses, Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, everyone you could possibly want, with 1.5 million lights to take cute photos around. So
do it.
check it out.
Hey, it's the Bird Bound Besties here.
Do you want to be a guest on our show?
If you have a story that's worth sharing with the community, feel free to scan the QR code at the end of this video to be a guest on our show or one of the other amazing On Location shows that are available within Alberta and BC. So if you want to be a guest, scan the QR code.